So, you guys asked me a lot of questions throughout the beginning of my channel, and today, your Elsword questions will have an answer finally. This will be more of a personal video style, so if you guys liked how this one comes out, I will be planning the next one. So feel free to leave your question down below in the comment section. Let's begin with your first question. What do you think about the longevity of this game? By mysthic. I will be making an attempt to read your name, so please, no weird alien names here. Well, to be entirely honest, I don't see Elsword closing so soon. Even though we do have way less players now than we have in the golden era days. As a game that survived 15 years of content, Elsword still have a lot to offer. Not only because it's a live service game, but there is not a current competition for Elsword. Many players said that KOG hosts Grand Chase, for example. This is an alternative for those who like anime action RPG games, but it's not the same thing as Elsword. The movements are different, the gameplay is different, and besides Grand Chase, there is not other game like Elsword. In this situation, even if people stop playing this game, if they plan to get the same Elsword experience out there, they won't find it. But Airon, what about the private servers out there? Oh, okay. To be honest, I do know about their existence, and yeah, you can argue that you have a lot more value and less grindy stuff to do there when compared to the original server. But as someone that saw many private servers shut down, I don't plan to waste my time on them to the server to be completely vanished when KOG want to do that. With that being said, Elsword is unique in their own way, and until we find another game with similar experience, I do think that Elsword will keep itself alive. And I'm not saying this is all good, especially with the international version, but hey, we keep ourselves insisting on better days ahead. Plus, KOG gets their most Elsword income with the Korean version, so let's hope that the Koreans keep investing their funds into the game, so it is viable to keep it around for many and many years in the future. Realistically speaking, and my unbiased opinion, I can see Elsword sticking around many years ahead, so yeah, it is a good thing if you like this game. And the second question is, I want to know who are the best character to play alone at these days, not thinking about late game, by Felix or Melhor. I do have a few suggestions to make, but it is very hard to argue what is the best character, because we do have a roster of 60 different job paths to choose, and they have their own unique ways to play during dungeons, if you just want to repeat stages or even farming bosses. Pretty basic stuff here, so you get my point. The healer classes will give you a good time when it comes to the mana management, so you won't waste a lot of potions to farm stages like a DPS would. The sub DPS do have a good balance of usability, clearing stages depending on which character you choose to, but they are in that balanced range of giving good amount of damage while also consuming a good amount of EMP. People can feel frustrated by the amount of potion that they need to use when they farm stages, and my opinion is that's not a big deal, because the game gives so many potions and options to trade for even more potions if you need them. I can't really tell you what to do, since you do need to like how the character perform and their playstyle during dungeons, but I can give you my personal favorites so you can go and test them out. The first one, it is the Deus Ex. This Chung healer class, it is so broken in terms of giving support to your team while also having powerful clearing skills. So you won't have mana management problems with him while also having good power to clear your dungeons in mid-game and early game. The second one, it is Apsara. This is the first Ara job path, and she have an amazing clearing dungeon skills on her. I would argue that once you get her mod E dragon skill on her, she becomes the greatest dungeon clearing character in the game, on par with Innocent class from Lucio, if not a little bit more OP than their Scaton skill. She will waste a good amount of EMP, so be careful with that. The third one, it is Surya. Well, About choosing a healer class to be able to have no problems with mana management, Surya will improve her quality of life on that since she can heal, but once she gets her mod's E skills, the Shadow Weave Myo Myo, she will cast a little Earth Bunny that will bounce 2 times around the map, gathering many far enemies to its casting point while dealing massive damage. This skill is so broken. Because of that, you can even damage enemies that's not even on your current point of view. I don't know what they are thinking when they designed this skill, but I hope this won't get any nerfs soon for the sake of Surya's dungeon clearing power. She's also a good damage dealer thanks to their secret art, but hey, she's still a healer, so expect giving support to your team when you can, alright? Like I said, the best character is that one which will give you more fun, because every character excels in something while also lacks something on them. That's why ElQuestions is a game designed to be enjoyed while playing in teams. If you don't have a friend with you, try entering in a good guild. Maybe you can find good people out there that wants to play with you. And now for the third question. Why ElQuestions became the skill spamming and potion consuming fest during dungeons? By general people asking me. Look, the answer for this one, it is pretty simple, but I want to give you a little bit of context prior to this conclusion. ElQuestions back in the days didn't have many ways to improve your mana consumption or even your mana cap higher than 400 mana points, if you have the right accessories and build. So of course, Bravery skills were the massive damage dealing skills, while you needed to use combo with Z or X to recover your MP during dungeons. I need to remember you those times that we needed to unlock the B slot to have even more skills to use in your skill bar, so at best you had 4 skills to use in your dungeon grinding. What I'm trying to bring here is that back in the days you did have a lot of difficulties to spam your skills, with lack of skills availability, mana consumption, and even potions availability. PvE content is not the PvP content, and this is pretty clear. It is expected to finish the stage as fast as you can in PvE content, so spamming skills, it is the best way to do so, because the dungeon difficulties and the mob HP has risen way beyond to the point that's not even viable to combo them with your Z or X key. You also have a lot of multiplicative buffs that will rise your skill tier powers when compared to your command attacks, so it is not even worth it to try combo your mobs during dungeons. As for the skill spamming and potion consuming fasting, yeah, ElQuestions changed a lot from the old days, and I do get the nostalgia effect on every ElQuestions players. I was there too when things were way less complicated than what we have today. But as every life service game, you should embrace the idea of changing, or you will get frustrated, and by that, you won't have fun playing the game. If you are in this state, maybe you should consider playing something else, because the nostalgia effect won't bring the classic ElQuestions back. Even if you can't do the private server thing, KOG can shut it down at any moment, like many private servers died in the past. The choice is yours, and personally speaking, I do find frustrating a lot of aspects of this game. But I still play it, not only because I like how the ElQuestions game is in its core gameplay, but I have a lot of friends that keeps me playing this game for a long time, or at least until my life takes me by force from playing ElQuestions. You know, life stuff happens. So anyway, that's it for today's video. If you have more questions to ask, feel free to leave in the comments, and I will make sure to bring another video in the future answering them. I will be signing off for now, but don't worry, I will see you, in game.